Hi, and thanks for tuning in to What's Happening Now, Nex-Tech's local events and attraction show. I'm your host, Jenny Leiker, and our first guest here is a repeat guest, and I was excited to have her on because she's here to talk about one of my favorite events that goes on in Hayes. I have here with me Mary Karst, and Mary, I'm so glad to have you back to talk about the Wild West Festival.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I read the lineup, and I am pretty excited. Yes. So tell everybody else who maybe doesn't know what's on the schedule for Wild West Festival this year and the dates.
Okay, well, the dates this year, it's starting on Thursday. Actually, it'll start Wednesday, June 29th with the carnival, but the concerts will actually start, they'll begin on Thursday, June 30th. And our first night, our opening guest is the Adam Capps Band, and then after him will be Rusty Ryerson and the Forever Young Band. And then the headliner that night is Maddie and Tay, and they should be just a wonderful group. I know my husband's pretty excited to see these young ladies come and perform for us, so I think they're going to be amazing.
You guys they're kind of an up-and-coming group of ladies. They've had some hits, and so very timely artists to get in there. I've heard a lot of people are really excited about them.
Yeah, they're very hot right now, so it's going to be a great concert, I'm sure. And then on Friday night, July 1st, we're going to have opening guest will be Lucas Maddie and the Kansas Cartel. And then with our special guest, Logan Mize, who's a national recording artist. And then Black Hawk is going to be our headliner that night. And then Saturday night, we've got an opening guest of Hannah Norris, who's a local girl. Mm-hmm. And then Homebrew is playing at 8. And then Warrant will be our headliner that night. And we did something a little different this year when we chose our headlining entertainers. We put out a survey asking, we kind of chose a list of groups that were within our price range that we could afford, and then we put that list out and had people vote on who they'd like to see come back. Mm-hmm. Black Hawk has been here before, and we're very excited to have them back again, but we were able to get the top 3 vote getters are the 3 opening acts for us this year. So that's really nice that we're able to get people to come that the community was wanting to see.
That's amazing that you were able to do that. So certainly people are going to want to come out and see them. I looked up some of Warrant's songs.
Yes.
Cherry Pie. I know you're all singing that in your head right now. Yes. Is one of them, and Heaven, and that'll be very fun. And
yes.
Of course, Black Hawk has a lot of hits.
Absolutely. It's a great lineup.
And then there's one more night of entertainment after that. Is that right?
That's correct. Actually, there's entertainment going on all week long. We're going to finish it off on July 4th with the huge fireworks display at 10 p.m. And you'll be able to hear it on 103.3, the radio station. The music will be simulcast. So that's always really a big hit. And that's a free part of the event. You don't need a ticket to get in for that at all.
Now, when it comes to tickets, there's a couple of different options for people, mm-hmm. and it's so neat. It's the concert outside. There's nothing that beats going to a concert outside, but you've got all these vendors that you can buy.
Sure.
I had the best peach cobbler of my entire life there 2 years ago. I hope they come back. But there's all these vendors. You've got a beer garden. You've got the open seating. Tell us about kind of how the tickets work.
Well, there's a couple different ways that the tickets work. The general admission tickets are $15 a piece. And when you show up at the gate, we'll take the ticket from you and we'll give you an armband. And so long as you wear that armband, you can get in all 3 nights with that armband. You just walk up to the gate, show us your armband, and you're in. Then there's also available VIP tickets. Most of those go to our corporate sponsors, but they are available for sale, and those are $125. And what that gets is it gets you into the VIP area where there's a social area for some beverages, and also meals served each evening and some reserved seating, so that right up in front of the stage. So that's our VIP area. The beer garden is managed by our Kiwanis group, which that's one of the things that makes this event work so well. Is it truly is a city event. It doesn't belong to the Wild West Fest Committee, it belongs to the city. Mm-hmm. It was born out of a city plan years ago to try to keep people in Hayes for the 4th of July, and it had just grown to the point where we bring many, many people in from outside. We think we have usually around 10,000 people down there each evening. About half comes from Hayes, the other half from outside of Hayes. So that does wonders for our economic development in our community. And the business community gets behind it as sponsorships. We could no way put these concerts on with a $15 ticket if we didn't have that corporate sponsorship that we have. So it's just such a blessing.
And it is. It's a blessing to have those sponsors, but to all of us that go to it, you're right, $15 for 3 nights. That's, if you go every night, that's $5 a night. And whether you sit in the VIP or you sit in the open area, there's no bad seats. You get to pick your own seat when you're out in the open area, and the weather's usually always pretty cooperative, so it is something the whole community just really gets excited about it.
Yes, and we're grateful for that. If you don't want to bring a chair yourself, we certainly have chairs available that we can rent you for $1, and that way you don't have to drag it and you don't have to drag it back, and we just try to make everything nice for the whole community. And one of the other things that we do is we give back to the community. Like the Boy Scouts are just wonderful. They come down and pick up all the trash every evening, and we allow them, they take all the beer cans with them and recycle them, and we make a donation to their club, and what they make off of that event is enough for them to cover their badges for the entire year.
Wow.
So lots of things like that happen behind the scenes.
Well, Mary, what are the dates that the tickets will be on sale, and how do people go about getting them?
They're on sale now, and there's some ticket outlets, Dillon's and Serves and Hayes, and there's other ticket outlets around in the area, but you can also go to wildwestfestival.com and purchase them right online.
So for the people that are out of town, it's not a problem. They'll just go online and get them. Otherwise, people, and the VIP tickets, I know they do sell out every year, right?
Yes, they do.
So if that's something that you're thinking about, make sure you get out there and get those purchased.
Yeah.
And Mary, I know that I will be seeing you down there again in just a few weeks.
It's coming quick.
It is. Well, thank you so much for coming again and telling us about the Wild West Festival. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to go off-site.
Hi, I'm Deborah Anderson, the host of Local Flavor. It's a show where we get cooking with people who make great food and who love to share the tips and tricks that help us learn to make it ourselves. Whether it's sweets or savories, Local Flavor has something for everyone who likes to eat. You can find Local Flavor on Nex-Tech Local 1, nextech.com, or watch when it's convenient for you with video on demand.
Make a difficult choice an easy one with Cedar View Assisted Living's knowledgeable and caring staff. Your loved one will be professionally taken care of as they transition into their new community. With movies, holiday parties, planned exercises, and games, residents will have opportunities every day to enjoy their time at Cedar View. Multiple room styles are available, ensuring a just right fit for your loved one. Come see Cedar View Assisted Living for yourself next to Sternberg Museum. The care you need, the home you want.
All Faiths Funeral Chapel and Smith Center can help you and your loved ones prepare for a difficult time with pre-arranged funeral planning. Not only will it be a stress reliever during a tough time, it will save your family money by locking in a guaranteed rate so funeral costs will be less of a burden. Pre-arranged funeral plans now have options to make paying for a funeral easier, such as a 3, 5, and 7-year payment option. Call 785-686-4120 or visit allfaithsfuneralchapel.com.
Here come the Men in Black trucks for all your home needs.
If you need repairs or a professional to check your home for damage, call the local guys you know and trust at AquaShield Roofing and Construction. Their 5-year warranty will give you the peace of mind you need from a company that will be there to stand behind their work. Call AquaShield Roofing and Construction at 785-475-2533 or visit aquashieldroofing.com today.
Hi, we're back and we're down at the Hayes Area Children's Center, and I have Michaela Connor with me. And Kayla is the Community Relations Coordinator. And we're here to tell you about what the Children's Center does and some exciting events they have coming up. So Michaela, thank you so much for meeting with us today. So for the people that maybe don't know about the Hayes Area Children's Center, can you tell us just a little bit about what it is and some of the services you provide?
Yeah, absolutely. At the Hayes Area Children's Center, we do have our licensed childcare, which is infants to preschool year-round, and then in the summer we have our summer school program, which just started. And then on top of that, we have our early intervention team, which is a group of specialists and therapists who go out into the community, and they work with young children that have disabilities or developmental delays, and they work with those children and their families out into the community and the surrounding communities. And we also have our Healthy Start program, which is all about working with expectant parents and newborns, breastfeeding, just giving them a lot of support and a lot of resources. It's a great program.
Now, all of these things, there's services that are provided at times for free. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, actually, our early intervention and our Healthy Start, those are all provided free.
So there must be a way that this is funded. So this kind of leads into our next segment. You have an anniversary coming up, is that right?
Yes, this is the big 5-0 for the Hayes Area Children's Center.
Wow.
And we really are really excited. And we plan to have a big celebration in October. That'd be October 6th. And we're gonna have a big open house. We would really love for the community at large to come and celebrate with us. Come and see our facility. Come with us and have some cake and some punch. We're going to have that at the Lutheran Church afterwards, Messiah Lutheran Church, I should say. And yeah, I mean, anybody who's been an alumni, that would be the Hayes Area Children's Center, or in previous years, it used to be ECDC. People might remember it that way, to come and join us.
Absolutely. And so that will be very special. 50 years is amazing, but then also you have kind of a neat fundraiser coming up later on this year as well. Is that correct?
Yes, we'll have our Bright Lights for Little Tykes, our Christmas auction. And this year we're gonna amp it up just a little bit since it's our 50th.
Oh yeah.
Have a few special surprises, maybe some special guests. And we, once again, would really love for more of the community to be involved in that. You know, alumni, some past board members, past staff, families who have been a part of not only our child care facility, but also who have received services, and just kind of share a bit of their story and how we've played a little role in their lives and bettering them. And it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
And you kind of have events throughout the year that are kind of designed to help pay for that funding.
Yes.
So as far as some of the other ones, I know you have something that just happened in June, which was fantastic. You had well, it's going to happen, and then depending on when you watch it, it might be over. Tricycles, motorcycles, all kinds of exciting things like that. And then don't you also have like a 5K sometimes and different things like that?
We do what we call the Tumbleweed Tour for Tykes, and technically it's a 3-part event. We start out with our Trikathon, which is when we have all the kids come out and they ride their trikes.
Oh, how fun.
And the bigger kids ride their bikes, you know, along the dike and at Frontier Park, and that is a blast. And then we follow it up with our new part of the event, which is our, what are we calling it? Our community picnic. And we have Rock and Rose playing live music in the park and picnicking, and oh, so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. And then the next day, or the third part, is going to be our motorcycle event. And that is when we have all of those wonderful people who ride motorcycles tour Ellis County and have a Go Fish Run. And this all raises money for the Children's Center because we're nonprofit. So we really rely on people's help supporting us, funding us, volunteering. But yeah, this event it's a big one. 2 big events: Tumbleweed Tour, Bright Lights.
And the 50th anniversary.
And our 50th anniversary.
Now,
yay.
In addition to the services you mentioned, you do also provide daycare services. And
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see behind us, but there are children out enjoying the playground, even though it's a little chilly today. So people also have that opportunity, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, year round. If anyone ever is interested in childcare, just come on up, or you can get on our website, which is hacc.info, or you can get on our Facebook page. We'd be more than happy to let people know we've got some openings. Come on in. Absolutely.
And start. What's the age that children can start here?
I think it's 3 weeks of age, up through preschool is year round.
And that's so important for people to know too, because sometimes it's difficult to find a place for a baby. And one of my good friends has had her daughter here for years, and they just love it. And it's just a great place. So I'm glad that we could tell people more about it. Tell them that website one more time, and let's just tell them the address, and hopefully they can find out more.
Absolutely. It's www.hacc.info.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for telling us about the Children's Center. Make sure if you have some time and you're interested in some of the services that they provide and you live in the Hayes area to get on the website or just come and see them. They're very friendly here. I sat and visited for about 15 minutes before we did this because I had so many questions. So anyways, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Hey Nex-Tech customers, would you like a chance to win cash prizes and free service? Well, here's your chance to win up to $200. On the first and third Sunday of every month, tune in to Nex-Tech Local 1 at 6 p.m. and play along with Nex-Tech Sunday Funday Bingo. If you miss an episode, don't worry about it. It'll replay every night at 6 p.m. Use your cards included with your Nex-Tech statement or print your own at nextech.com/bingo. Nex-Tech Sunday Funday Bingo is brought to you by these sponsors.
What a girl wants in her home kitchen. Ease of use, flexibility, fun, the latest kitchen design, Frigidaire Professional Real Stainless Steel for fewer finger smudges, a French door refrigerator, convection cooking, a quiet dishwasher. Have the staff at Genuine Appliance in Hayes demonstrate new Frigidaire Professional appliances to find what you want. Genuine Appliance at 1224 East 27th in Hayes. Everything a girl wants.
You should never run out of the important stuff.
Cooper!
Oh man, I gotta go.
If your current wireless plan leaves you at the end of your rope, imagine how you'll feel with Nex-Tech Wireless with unlimited everything. Nex-Tech Wireless gives you the freedom to go as far as you want. Nex-Tech Wireless, something different.
And we're back, and I have something a little bit different for you this time. We have a really cool video that we wanted to share with you and thankfully got permission to show you about Kansas tourism. So we're going to go ahead and go to it, and when we get back, I'll tell you how you can check it out. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I thought that was so cool. If you want to put something on social media about it, it's hashtag Kansas Bucket List. Or if you want to go to the website, it's travelks.com/bucketlist. And speaking of social media, next time you want to tune in, there's a lot more places that you can check us out. Our local content is available on YouTube. All of our shows, including our cooking shows, barbecue, it's all out there. We have an Instagram page that we would love for you to follow, get recipes, photos, crafts, and more. We're now on Snapchat, and you're going to see a lot of cool things there. Pinterest, Facebook. There's lots of ways that you can find out what's happening now and get your local content. And we look forward to you tuning in next time so you can see what's going on in our area.